All right, we're good to go. Jody, you're the best screen sharer here. Would you like to share your screen?
Sure, I can do that. Do you want me to just share the like the preparation, and we'll just go through them?
Sure. Does anybody have any questions from the preparation?
No.
No, I had to ask Jody some questions last night, but she helped me out. So I'm good.
Well, I guess. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say the only question I had, I was just talking to Robert before everyone else got on, but when you are doing like number 7E, where it says select the particle as a speed between 1500 and 2500, how do you do that? He was saying that you have to either add or subtract the numbers to get in between, because I tried to use the applet that they had, but it wouldn't let me put two different Z values in.
Yeah, I thought that's when you get the two different Z-scores and then you subtract them from one another or add them. I can't remember. It's in my notes.
Yeah, you did. That is what you do. I think on that one you subtracted them, didn't we?
Okay, I'm going to show you guys something really quick. I'm going to stop sharing, and I want to show you really quick, kind of, I thought maybe a graph would work. Okay, so what you're doing, I don't know if you guys can see this. So if you have your graph and you want to know what's in between these, okay, that's kind of, where's the paper? Where's the line? Oh, can't see it with the reflection. Okay, so you want to know what's in between the two. So what you have to do is you have to find out the area from here all the way over. Does that make sense? Oh, the reflection is horrible. And then you have to find out what it is from here all the way over and then subtract them.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you have to put in two different numbers and it'll give you the area. And then if you subtract them, you know, if you subtract this portion from the whole thing, it'll get you what's in between the two.
Okay.
So you subtract the areas from each other then?
Well, I guess it depends on what the question is, but yeah, it should be.
Okay, so either just if it's the Z-score that they want, you subtract the Z-score. If it's the area, you subtract the area.
Yeah, I think it's usually the area. But
okay.
Should we go ahead and try and work through number 7? Just to make sure.
Or have you done number 8? Because we could do number 8 and it would be new. Or, I mean, I did them both, but.
8 just has the graphs.
Yeah.
Oh, did we not do it on 8?
No, I think you mean 8, or I mean 7.
Yeah, 8 is the one that just shows you the graphs and you have to say whether it's not usual or normal or not normal.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I am thinking of 7, sorry.
Okay, do you guys, let's go ahead. I mean, actually, when I was working with Patty last night, I was thinking, God, we didn't cover that so well, so I wouldn't mind going over it if you guys want to do it real quick. What do you guys think?
That's fine with me.
Yeah, we can do it.
Okay.
Like I said, I got all the answers except for the one that says between 1500 and 2500.
Okay. So let me just enlarge this slightly. Okay. Woo. All right. So here's our question. Okay, so everybody got A correct, I assume.
Yeah, they give you the answer. So.
Okay, so what is the probability? We all understood how to get the probability.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you have the speed over and under. What is the probability that a random selected particle has a speed that is less than 1500? Okay, so we got that part, the the 3080.3085? Does everybody understand that?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so what you should be able to do then, so this is that part, like I was showing you, the bigger section. And then you're just gonna, I think, just subtract that from it.
Yeah, that's what I.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So
that makes
this-
sense.
So this will include that larger portion on the little graph I showed you.
Yep.
And then this is just that small little one off to the left that you're gonna ditch.
Yeah, you're just dropping off what's less than 1500. Okay, that makes
Right.
sense.
And that's how you get this one. So it's really just this number minus this number.
They're typically a lot easier than I make them out to be.
For some reason, I had to draw a graph because I didn't get it until I drew the graph.
Do we know? Can you use your notes on the tests?
I'm pretty sure you can use your notes and the book and everything as much as you want. You just can't use another person. Unless it specifies. I mean, it might. If it says it's a closed note, then you can't. But typically on online classes, you can.
You may use your notes, but you should complete the quiz without help from other people. Is what it says on the quiz, homework quiz instructions.
I just didn't know if for like the big exams, if we could still use our notes.
Oh, I don't know. It will probably tell you before. I hope.
I know.
I really hope.
I've been taking like good notes and like saying stuff like so that I specifically remember on the test. And then today I was like, I wonder if I can use my notes on the test. I hope I can.
Yeah, it doesn't have it open. You can't even click on the explanation of it to see.
Mm-hmm.
So we won't know. Anyway, all right. Well, does anyone else have any other questions on the preparation assignments?
Mm-mm.
No.
I don't think so.
All right. We want to start taking the quiz.
All right. Let's see. So does everybody pull up their applet? Because I'm sure we're going to have to use that.
Yeah, I already have it.
Okay.
Sorry, I have to pull mine up really quick. I thought I had it pulled up.
Okay. So we are in lesson 5, group meeting quiz, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Let me go ahead and share my screen real quick.
Oh, just so you know, you can pull up the applet from the quiz if you need to.
Oh,
If that makes it easier, it's inside there. It gives you a link to it.
okay. All right. So is everybody ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. So the total area, is that big enough for you guys? The total area under a normal distributive curve must equal,
1?
do you think it's just 1 or 0.0?
I thought it said 1 in the notes.
Oh, yeah, it is 1. I just didn't know if we needed decimals or anything. Do not round until your completion.
I think it's only if.
Well, it says up here round to 3 decimals. So do you think we should put 0.000 or should we just do 1?
Well, I'll just put 1.
Okay. Okay, under certain circumstances, a normal distributive curve could drop below the x-axis. That is false, correct?
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't say false correct. That probably confuses you when I ask. Okay. A normal distribution curve is symmetric.
True.
Yes.
Telcom Construction Services.
Okay. So use this image to answer the next two questions.
C.
Okay. Which of the following elements of the figure represents the z-score? Oh, yeah. I guess that would be C.
Holy cow.
Well, I thought we were going to actually have to do like calculations.
Well, maybe there's 18 questions, so maybe down.
Okay, maybe it's still coming.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, which of the following elements of the figure represents the probability that the z-score will be greater than 1? So that would be
B.
E area.
B.
The P area. Yeah.
Okay. What's okay? According to the 68, 95, 99.7 rule, what percentage of data from a bell-shaped distribution will be within one standard deviation of the mean?
68, right?
68.
68.
Yep.
Seriously.
Okay, suppose that z-scores come from a standard normal distribution. Use the normal probability applet to answer the question. All right. What proportion of the z-score will be between -1 and 1? So,
2.
okay, maybe, so they're just saying, is that what they're, oh wait, between the two? Is that what they're saying? That's the 68%.
Between -1 and 1.
So 0.68. I think you're right.
Is that what they're asking? But I
think
wonder if they want us to use the applet because they want more.
I
So
know.
it's 0.6827 is between those two z-scores. Is it asking for the percentage or the z-scores?
It-
Well, proportion. Yeah, so between -1 and 1 on the applet it says 0.6827.
So 6, 8, and it's asking for 3 decimals. So 0.683.
3.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. All right. Suppose that z-scores come from a standard normal distribution.
Okay.
Answer this question. What proportion of the z-scores will be between -2 and 2?
0.955.
Point. Oh, I did 0.2. Okay. 0.955. Sorry. Everybody agree with that?
Sorry, how did you get that one? Like, are you putting it in your applet?
Yeah, so if you go to the applet and you put 3 or -3 under the z-scores, whichever one you choose, and then you choose just the center part, then it shows at the top, it'll tell you the area.
Oh, okay. Yes, I got that too.
Okay, sorry guys. Okay, what was -3 and 3?
0.997.
Wait, we're supposed to go between that one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody agree with that?
Yes.
Look carefully at the answers to the last 3 questions. What do you observe?
I would say the. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, is it obviously the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we thought that. We didn't know why we had to use the applet, so. All right. So the amount of protein that an individual must consume is different for every person. There are solid theoretical ideas that suggest that the protein requirement will be normally distributed in the population of the United States. The protein requirement is given in terms of the number of grams of good quality protein that must be consumed each day per kilogram body of weight. The population mean is 0.65, and the population standard deviation is 0.07. Okay. What proportion of the population have a protein requirement that is less than 0.6? Oops. Oh, wait, no, that's not right. What did I do here?
It's at 0.726.
I got negative 0.714. Maybe
Oh,
I
you
was
know what?
wrong.
71429.
What did you guys get for your Z-score?
That's what I got for the Z-score. Minus
Okay.
7.71428557.
Okay, so don't we plug that in to get?
Yes.
Okay, so then we plug that in over here, negative 0.7142857.
You just do 712.
Okay,
It cuts off the rest.
okay. So if we
Points.
do that, it's 23.76%. What does it ask for here? What? I was going the wrong one. It asks for, as a decimal,
0.238.
238. I think that's what it is. Is that what you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody agrees with that one. What proportion of the population have a protein requirement that is more than? Okay, so then we just highlight, we keep the same numbers, we just highlight something different, right?
Yeah. So 0.762. Is that right?
Oh, wait a minute. What's it say? I always go back to
For
the wrong one.
You can either do that or you can just take 1 minus 0.238.
She didn't quite color the rest of the applet. Color the assistant. There you go.
Okay. So the 0.6 is still the negative, it has the negative Z-score. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that would make sense. So anything more than. So it was 0.7, was it 26?
0.762.
62. Yeah.
Okay, 0.762. All right. All right. What proportion of the population have a protein requirement that is less than 0.7? All right. So why don't you guys do it and then we'll compare our Z-scores again. Oh.
Pretty much the same thing almost.
Yeah, it's just the positive of that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the same thing. So did the question ask for what is more than? It's less than.
Less than. So you have to select the middle and the left part.
Is that right? Which would have been the same thing, 0.7624. Is that right, guys?
That's what I got.
Yeah.
because it rounds off the end, so there's no difference.
You can't add it, yeah.
Yeah,
The quiz tells you not to, but the applet kind of forces you to.
yeah.
All right, question 16. Find the probability that a randomly selected person will have a protein requirement that is between 0.6 and 0.7.
So you take the number we just did minus the less than 0.6?
Well, wait a minute. We did something wrong here. Because our 0.7 we did was less than. Right? Which would be this one. And then the 0.6 would be, well, it would be the greater than. So if you subtract them from each other, you get 0. What do we do wrong, guys? Or do I not understand it?
Don't you have to take the less than 0.7 and then subtract off the less than 0.6? Because you're just cutting off that left part, right?
Yeah. I didn't even remember what I thought that was.
So you're saying that we just want those?
So 0.762 minus 0.238.
Okay, explain that to me. Why 0.238 or whatever?
So the way you explained it to me before was that
It's less than 6.5.
you take what's less than 0.7, so we have 0.762, right? And then you have to
Okay.
in between 0.6 and 0.7.
Okay, let me read the question here again.
But they
Let's go
don't
back.
always have the same z-score. Like the one I worked on earlier today didn't have the same z-score, so you had to have both figures to figure it out.
So that might be confusing us. So what proportion of the population has more than 0.6 in this question?
Right.
So that would be
Okay.
that one. Is that right? Ah, my gosh. I've got too many screens open here. I need to.
Between the value shade to the left of each z-score to calculate. And subtract.
Oh, wait. The 0.6 still had a negative z-score, right?
Yeah. So you're
So
taking
this
left
was
of
the area.
right?
Oh,
So
wait.
it says more than. Yeah, so that's right, I think. Because the 0.6 will be at this area right here, at this point. Because it's below, it's got a negative z-score. The 0.6 does.
Right.
Okay, so that's what it is above it.
Right.
Now, on this one, it says what is less than 7. And it will be the same because the 0.7 is this line.
Yes.
And we want less than, so it's that.
Right.
Right.
So if you want just between the two, if this is that one,
Yes. So just right in the middle.
right, that's it, right? We're trying to make this more complicated, I think, than it has to be.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Does everybody agree with that?
Yeah.
What was it, 525?
525 when you round it.
525, okay. All right, I think that's right. I don't know, do you guys agree with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe we're trying to make it too complicated, I don't know. Okay, find the 35th percentile for the protein requirement for adults. Oh, wait. Wait a minute, I think I'm doing this wrong.
Okay, I'll give you a 10.525 is right, for sure.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, now I have to remember how to find the percentiles.
Okay, so let's talk through this one.
Okay.
So if we want the 35th percentile, it would be this, you know, when we put the area up here, right?
Yeah.
So this would make our z-score then.
Okay.
So but we have to take that z-score then and solve for what the actual answer is, right?
Yeah.
Like how many grams? Is that what they're asking?
Yeah. So the z-score is negative 0.385.
Negative
We
point.
would be solving for x, right?
Yeah.
X bar, yeah.
So it would be the x bar minus the 0.65, which is our mean, divided by our standard deviation of 0.07. Is that right?
That's what I think.
Okay.
And we're trying to find less than 35%, right?
Well, we're trying to find out what exactly is, yeah.
Find the
So,
Percentile.
right. So I
But you're
think we're
using
looking.
the negative number for the z-score.
Mm-hmm.
Minus.
And you know
So
why you're using the negative?
Because it's below the mean of 0.65.
You're using the negative, but your z-score is less than the 0 point on that. Well, so if you look at the applet, you can see the 0. If your percentile is less than 50, it's going to use the negative z-score. If it's above 50, it's going to use the positive z-score. And
Right.
if you leave out your negative, you're going to get the wrong number. Because the positive one is like the 65th percentile.
Okay, so I get 0.677.
That's what I get too.
How'd you get that?
So your thing would be negative 0.385 is equal
Yours.
to x minus 0.65 divided by 0.07. And then you would solve for x.
What did you say you got?
0.677.
It's not what it's showing.
No, it should be 0.623. I think. I think your negative was wrong, Patty.
Oh,
Because it's got to be less than 0.65.
Okay, let me redo it.
Well, let me redo it too.
So then what negative are you using? What my
So if I just times negative 0.385 times the 0.07, okay, I get negative 0.02695.
yes, that's what I got.
And then you're going to have to add 0.65 to it to isolate your X bar. And you should get 0.62305.
Yeah, I did. I
What was
wonder.
the first number you used?
Negative
What was your z-score that you used?
0.385.
I thought it was negative 0.454.
So we want to use the 35th percentile. So when we type in the 0.35, it gives us this z-score.
Oh, when I typed in 0.35, for some reason it says negative 0.454.
Do you have like the right portion?
Yeah, that's weird.
You know what? Patty and I, had figured out that if you push tab on the applet instead of enter, for some reason, because sometimes enter doesn't work. I don't know why.
It wasn't
did you get?
the right thing wasn't highlighted. I'm good.
Oh, okay.
What did you get for the z-score again?
Negative 0.385.
Okay.
So 0.62305. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I got. I must have typed something in wrong my first one.
Okay. All right. We haven't heard from somebody, and I can't see faces. I don't know voices well enough yet. But Jeremy, did you get it?
Yeah, 0.6.
2.3.
62305. Yeah, so 0.62.
Okay. Okay, and then Patty, you got it?
Yep.
All right. And who's left? Robert?
Yeah, I'm still trying to work it out. So I get the 0.385, and I'm supposed to put the
It has
x
to make sure it has to be the negative.
negative.
Yeah, your negative has to be, your z-score is a negative because 35th percentile is below the mean of 50, which would be 50 percentile.
So then it'll end up taking your 0.65 minus that number in order to get the number.
So I'm so confused right now.
Okay, do you remember back on our app, the equation for a z-score? What is the equation for a z-score?
That would be the mean divided by the standard deviation.
Okay, so the z-score is whatever your sample is, your data for your specific point, minus the mean, and that whole thing divided by the standard deviation.
So, Jody, do you have the snippet tool, like on your computer?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. So
So let me share.
Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing then.
Okay, just a second. Let me grab one. Just a second. So this is the easiest way I've found to do a share. Okay, so that formula is x bar minus mu divided by the standard deviation equals your z-score.
Hey, Stephanie, all we can see is your email.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's not supposed to share that screen.
There we go. We can see that one.
It's supposed to be sharing the other screen. What the heck? Okay. Okay. And now it's not centered. Okay, that says z-score over there. There it went.
Okay.
Okay, so now we found the z-score, which I'm going to reverse it, sorry. The z-score is 0.385.
Negative.
Okay.
Oh yeah, negative, thanks. Because that is important. X bar is what we're trying to find out, minus mu, which was
6.5.
5 divided by 0.07, which is the standard deviation. Do you understand
Oh,
where that came
okay.
from?
Yeah, now I get it.
It's so hard for me to have numbers thrown at me. I have to see it. And so, and then you just solve for X bar.
Okay, now that makes complete sense.
Whoops. Ooh, glad I didn't have grays on that side or something. Yikes.
All right.
Okay. So Robert, do you get it now? Do you understand that?
Yeah, now it makes much more sense.
Okay. So when we just do the math, we should come up with the 0.623. Okay. So, is it our last question?
Yep, one more.
Okay. Well, let me. Okay, find the 80th percentile for the protein requirement for adults. Okay. So if we go over here, so the 80th percentile will include both of these sections, right? So if we plug in 0.8 and tab, that gives us our z-score. Does everybody agree with that?
Yes.
So our z-score is going to be 0.842, and that's going to equal to our sample size that we don't know.
And you're going to use the positive z-score because it's above 50, right?
Yes.
Right. So then if we just plug in our numbers, what does everybody get?
I got 0.07. No, I'm sorry. 0.710. No. 0.709. How many times
Okay.
did it take me to say that? My goodness.
Yeah, I got 0.709 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't get that. I wonder if I.
What did you get? Because I didn't get that either. I'm redoing it right now.
Oh, okay. When I redid it, I got it. I must have punched something wrong, but I got 0.709. And that's what you guys got, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I got that too. I think I didn't make my 65. I didn't make mine a decimal in my first one.
Okay. All right. So really quick, let's just go through and look at these. It says, oh, okay. So we agreed on 1 instead of the 3 decimals. We didn't know how it was going to be. I just want to make sure that we got our decimals and stuff correct, whatever they asked. So on this one, they want a percentage. Okay, and it says no decimals.
Correct.
This one says accurate to 3 decimals. This one's 3 decimals. 3.
What did we put for number 10?
Number 10 was 0.955.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. Well, I think we got it. Everything's 3 decimals. Okay. Are we ready to submit?
I think so.
Oh, let me look at this one just a minute. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
I have actually submitted it, so we could go back.
That's okay. That was okay. It was the right answer. I didn't get to check them all, but I got a couple.
We do?
Well, I got a couple. What I saw has been right. I try to help the group get the right answers so that there's reason to invite me.
Oh.
It's
So,
been a
like-
rough morning, but I'm here. Yeah,
I guess the-
come on, but go ahead. You got another try.
You got it.
Okay, good job, guys. All right, have you guys done the homework yet?
I did the homework, but I haven't done the quiz yet.
I've not worked on it yet.
I did the homework and the quiz. I thought the homework was easier than the quiz. I had to do the quiz 2 times to fix the things I did wrong.
I don't even remember. I think I did the homework. Let me look. I can't even remember.
Guys, I got one wrong on our quiz.
So did I.
Uh-oh.
Number 10, it looks like they wanted the exact one when we didn't have to round it.
Oh, I
It's,
didn't get any wrong.
No, I got number 8 wrong. It says, according to the 68, 95, 99 rule, what percentage of the data from a bell-shaped distribution will be within one standard deviation of the mean? Write your answer as a percentage.
Did you put just 68?
I wrote it as, I put 0.68.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you
You need to have the one more decimal.
No, you have
Point
no
six-
decimals
no,
at
it
all.
said
Oh, the-
68.
Just 68.
It's
Yeah, I
68,
should
yeah.
have
Oh, there-
68.
And then you said number 10.
Yeah, I put .955, and then it tells me the answer was .9545.
What?
So-
It asked for only 3 decimal.
No,
I
my
put point.
piece is .955.
That's weird.
I
Hold
put
on.
point 955
Let me go
on
look.
mine.
Here's exactly. Let's see. Robert Thompson?
Yeah, did I put the wrong one?
I don't know. I see 955 in my answer key. Let me go look at your test itself. Group meeting quiz 5.
So while we're waiting, Jody, I asked them if it was okay if we switched to 12 o'clock on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine with me. I don't have any problems.
Awesome.
So you're changing to noon instead.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have somebody. Are you willing to have a 5th group member?
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I have somebody looking for a group later in the day. He's got an early morning group.
Yeah. Or do we do Tuesdays and Thursdays at 12? So if they can do that, I'm
All
fine
right.
with that.
So it looks like you put in 4 decimals instead of rounding it to 3.
Well, whatever. It's just 1 point.
Oh, so you put point 9545 and it should have been point 955.
Yeah.
You can retake it if you want later.
it.
You can take it, or I give
It's
you
what-
half a point.
It's 1 point. I'm fine. I don't.
I'm gonna retake mine, but if I put in, is it the exact same?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So write down your answer so you don't have to do everything over again, but be really careful writing everything down.
That's what I'm doing, but I don't want to miss one. Like if the numbers are switched at all, like instead of it being B, it's A or something. Does that make sense?
There weren't any multiple choice, were there?
Yeah.
There were a couple.
Yeah,
Oh,
there were.
I
So
don't think
The
those-
exact
it was
same.
one of those where A was B, B was C,
Yeah.
C was.
I don't think so, but don't write down A, write down whatever.
Write down the actual answer.
Yeah, the keywords that you need.
Okay.
I'm thinking that they're the same, but I won't search it.
Well, it looks like I did the homework and the homework quiz. So it must not have been too hard because my homework quiz I got 100 on.
Should be good.
But if you guys, now that's not due until tomorrow, I think, maybe even
I
Saturday.
think it's not
Probably
just the
Saturday.
first. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
So if
I don't
you
know if
guys
they're
have
good
any
Saturday or
problems
Monday
with
morning.
that, let me know because like this, I'm sorry, I can't remember this, but this is, remember on Tuesday, I actually did this lesson
Oh yeah,
all
that's the one you
Tuesday
did ahead
morning.
of
So
time.
I did this 2 days ago, so it's hard to remember. But it must have been fairly easy because I did it, got 100 on the first time. So,
Okay.
but if you guys do have questions or whatever on your homework, I'd be more than happy to help you.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
And also remember that, do you know how to get back to that group sign-up sheet?
I have to go through the content in lesson 1. That's the only way I know how to get back to it.
So all of my contact information, my BYUI email's there, my text number's there. I probably won't answer a phone call, but if you text me, I'll for sure answer you that way.
Okay.
My information's
Stephanie,
there.
what time zone are you in?
There's Mountain. I'm just a couple hours from Rexburg.
Okay.
So just Rexburg time. So, and are you guys, is this 12 o'clock Mountain time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's what I thought.
It's just that I'm on the East Coast, and so a lot of times when people, I don't want to call really early in the morning.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? I just like to know what
I have a nice
time zone
feature
everybody's in.
I use called Do Not Disturb, and so I'll get your text a little later.
Okay, perfect.
So yeah, if you are working on it early, don't worry about it. Just send that text, and when I get up, I'll get it.
Okay.
And also, I'm a late night person, so I'm almost never, ever, ever in bed before 11, and usually never before midnight. So,
Perfect.
but yeah, like I told Patty, just be sure to invite me to every meeting, and if I can make it, I'll pop in. I've had a real problem this semester, and the last semester with my Google Hangouts actually giving me an audio notification. And so this one, I'm like, well, they should be meeting. So then I go look, and there's the meeting sitting there. But my phone never even went off, and so that was kind of weird. But I'll do my best. And if you have questions, email me, text me, whatever.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you for that.
I'll let you guys finish up. See ya.
All right, thanks.
Okay, bye.
All right. Well, before I stop the broadcast, who would like to go on Tuesday? You want to just go back stay in the same order, or?
I don't care. I can go or Jody can go. I think that
It doesn't matter to me.
Who went? Who did the very first one?
Jody. But I haven't recorded one yet, so I could do it.
Okay. Do you want to try doing that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Tuesday at noon, right?
Okay. Yep.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank
All
you
right.
so much for that.
No worries.
Hey, Patty, Jeremy, you started it today, right?
I did, yes. And
Those
Robert did last time.
instructions. Okay, those instructions that I gave you, were they clear enough?
Crystal clear.
Okay, you know what, Patty? I'm just going to copy the text that I sent to Jeremy,
Okay.
and then that will get you onto YouTube. And
So
Just so
I
you're
did
set
it
up.
last night when I met with you. I did it, so I think I know how to do it now.
oh, that's right, that's right. We just didn't record it, is all. Yeah, you're right.
But if
Yeah.
you still want to send the text just to make sure we all know how to do it, that's fine.
Okay. All right. All right. Thanks, guys.
All right.
All right,
Thanks. See you
bye.
on Tuesday.
All right. Bye bye.